What's going on, guys? So today we have the Jelk Maxer himself, and we also have this young man who apparently has millionaire parents but wants to move out. So let's go ahead and see what's going on.
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Do you acknowledge that this is live and I can use the clips however I choose?
Yeah, of course.
What's going on with your life, man?
I just wanted like some looks maxing advice.
What's going on with the rest of your life? What's going on with your finances?
So currently, I'm doing personal training, and I'm also working like a part-time job.
How much you making?
I'm making like 25 hour in the job, and then personal training, I'm doing like 50 an hour.
50 an hour?
Yeah,
So how many clients you got at personal training?
I got like 3 right now, but it's only like 3 hours a week.
Okay. So how much are you making totally?
Probably like 5,000 a month.
And what city are you in?
Beverly Hills.
You in Beverly Hills?
Yeah, so I still live with my parents, but my dad is really successful and he's a lawyer, and currently I'm in UCLA. And I also have a question like asking how could I like relate to my dad, or should I still go into law because my dad's a lawyer
Mm-hmm.
and he's like a really successful lawyer, and currently I'm in Beverly Hills. So I was wondering if I should move out and like go out
I read a quote on, well, I believe it's actually a chapter on the
to
way
like
of
the
a
cheaper part.
superior man, and it talks about live as if your father was dead. And that's not supposed to be a morbid quote. It's just the mindset of, if your father died today, would you be free of a certain judgment that you fear when you're living and you're thinking and you're making your decisions and you're like, should I go to college? Should I do financing? Should I be a lawyer? And you're always making this decision through a filter of what would my dad think about me? And now it's not a problem to make your father proud, but you also have to make decisions based on what you want out of life. Of course, don't choose to be a bum. If you choose to be a bum, then maybe you should listen to your dad. But if you have a vision, if you have a plan, and your father's goals does not align with what it is that you want, you have to ask yourself, am I making my own decisions, or am I letting my parents make the decisions for me? And sure, they want you to succeed, but do you really want to succeed at the expense of living, hating your life? Because the saying I say all the time, you should be at war with the world and at peace with yourself, instead of being, at peace with the world and at war with yourself. So just think about that.
Parts in LA by myself or like stay here.
So it looks like your dad is doing a wonderful thing. He looks like he's forcing you to work, which is good. All right. Was he the one that told you to get a part-time job?
No, this I don't have to work at all, but like this is like my mindset. I'm like I want to become as successful as possible myself.
Good. That's a great
That's great.
mindset.
Yeah,
I'm sure you've seen your father be successful, encourage you to do that.
yeah.
But I mean, you're making already five right, at 22. That's pretty good. But you're living with your.
So many young guys don't have this mindset. And they'll be living in their parents' house, and their parents are broke, or their parents are middle class and they're just mooching off their family. This guy's living in a super successful guy's house, and he still has the mindset of, I want to go out there and get it on my own. Because there's nothing worse than just feeding off your dad and mooching off of him and not making a name for yourself. His dad had to go out there and build everything that he had. I mean, I suppose, right? Maybe he had a family who gave him everything, but I suppose that he went out there and he worked hard for everything that he had. And so the son is inspired by that. And he says, you know what? I want to go out there. I want to work just as hard, and I want to build a life just like this, but I want to do it on my own. And that's the mindset that will make you a strong man.
You're still living in the house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first step, first order of business is to get more clients, right? If you got the personal training that you're making $50 an hour, you need to spend more time in the thing that's giving you more money.
Yeah.
So how many hours are you spend? What gym are you working in?
I'm doing I go to Equinox, but I do like outside. Like I train my family members and friends like outside. Like they just come to Equinox and then
I've never been a personal trainer, but one thing I do know very well is sales. And if you are a personal trainer, what I would do, first of all, is talk to as many people as you can. But don't come at them with a sales pitch. Provide value first. Because if you come at them, like if some personal trainer comes up to me and says, "Hey, would you like to be personal?" No, I'm good. I got it on my own, right? So you need to provide value first. Identify a problem that they are lacking. Identify, is their form wrong? Is there, do they look like they're not making progress? Are they doing the wrong exercises? So first provide value on the front end for free, and on the back end, then you can close them. Because guess what? In this world, it's a give and take. It's not just take, take, take. So if I were a personal trainer, what I would do is correct someone's form, say, "Hey, excuse me, I just noticed this." Ask them if you can share some advice, right? Because you don't just want to come up to them and be like, "Hey, excuse me, you're doing your form all wrong," right? You want to be like, "Hey, excuse me, I just noticed this. You mind if I tell you a piece of advice?" Sure. Okay, so this and this and that. And then boom, let them know, "Hey, listen, I'm a personal trainer," and go from there, right? So you want to talk to as many people as possible. And on the front end, you want to provide as much value as you can before you try to ask for something.
I work with them there. I don't work for Equinox though.
Gotcha. So a great I'm not a big fan of possibly working for a gym, but if you can work at Equinox, bro, you can launch.
And if you're a personal trainer, why not get on online coaching? Why would you get yourself boxed in to this one gym with who knows how many people there are, 200, 300 people? Meanwhile, online, if you have value to provide on personal training, guess what? You have the entire world. You have billions of people to provide value to provide a service, and you're not tied down to this one specific place. You have this place, this place. You could be in California talking to people in Florida. Like I've coached people who are in Georgia, I've coached people who are in California, I've coached people like all over the world. And guess what? I'm over here in Florida. If I was coaching people one-on-one in person, then I wouldn't be able to reach as many people. But the fact that you're doing something and you're providing value, you might as well get online.
I used to. I just left Equinox. I was going to Equinox for a year. I know a couple of guys in there that are making some serious bread,
Yeah.
right? If you get the certs, you get the certificates. Do you like personal training?
Yeah, I like it, but I'm trying to go to law school.
So you want to do law instead?
Yeah, yeah. This is just for
Okay.
This is just for now. You see what I was saying? That I believe that he's doing this because his dad is the one that is, influencing him to be that. And there's nothing wrong with looking up to your dad and wanting to be like him. But once again, like I said, if I were to choose something based on someone else's decision, like I remember, back in the day, I knew somebody and he was very successful and he told us, "Hey, get into financing in college." And so I did it. But then I figured out, I was like, why am I doing this? It wasn't my decision. It was a decision based on what someone else thinks that I should do. And although advice is good and the person was in a great position in life, it's not like they were a bum or anything, but it wasn't for me. So you have to ask yourself, is it for you? Because most people will get into a field that they don't even like and they'll live an entire life just miserable.
Well, if you want to go to, when are you going to law school? Why haven't you gone yet?
I'm going to law school next year.
Okay.
I'm applying right now.
No, but you in UCLA. How's that? What are you in UCLA for?
I'm in UCLA for my associates.
Okay, and then you're gonna go to UCLA Law.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, got you. Okay, so you're in a unique position. Like you already doing something to make money. You have a future career that you want to explore. I would say keep doing the personal training. Don't necessarily move out. At least try to get into law school first, right? And then you can consider what you want to do.
Yeah.
What about the rest of your life?
With like women.
Yeah.
So like right now, like a lot of like sevens I could have like a lot of sevens, but like trying to find like that 9 or 10 to like be with them is what I'm looking for.
Gotcha.
Because like if I go somewhere, like no matter where I go, like I automatically have choosing signals, and I just could easily meet women. It's really easy like to meet like the sevens, for example.
So you in good shape?
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing. Listen, if you say you want 9s and 10s, first of all, of course, you have to be attractive as a man. You have to work on yourself, because if you don't work on yourself, 9s and 10s get whoever they want. So why would they choose you if you're not an attractive man, first of all? And second of all, don't be waiting for choosing signals. Is that something that is an advantage? Like, yeah, the woman let you know, hey, listen, I'm interested in you. She's looking at you. She's giving you those eyes. Sure. But you shouldn't be the type of man that waits for a signal to go on something that you want to do. The same thing if you want to quit your job and be an entrepreneur. The same thing if you want to start a YouTube channel. You shouldn't wait for someone else to tell you, hey, it's a good idea, go. No, you should just take action if that's what you want to do. So if you want a 9 or a 10, then guess what? Every time you see a 9 or a 10, instead of approaching the 7s just because they give you choosing signals, go talk to the 9s and 10s. Listen, I've pulled some baddies that weren't even looking at me, didn't even realize I was there, but guess what? I just went after what I wanted. So you have to have the same mindset if you want that, if that's what you want. Because women are super unaware of their surroundings. Women are literally in limbo. Women are in this fantasy land. They're walking around. Nine times out of 10, they're not even looking around. Why? Because if she's hella attractive, guess what? Anytime that she locks eyes with a guy, that guy's gonna come and approach her. So if she locks eyes with a guy who's unattractive, who she doesn't even like, that man's gonna be in his head thinking, she gave me choosing signals, I'm gonna go. So she probably goes through that all the time. So just work on your approach and just go after what you want regardless of a choosing signal. A man goes after what he wants.
Can we see your physique? Can we see what you're working with? So your body still needs some work. It doesn't look bad. How tall are you?
6'1".
All right. You can be a lot leaner and you can have a lot more muscular development at 22. So you got kind of like I kind of go to the gym physique. It doesn't, like the chest looks good, but you got your arms and your abs could be a lot more visible. Okay. Have a seat. So I would say for you, because you're in a unique position and you want to go to law school, cool, you can do that, right? But I will keep doing the job. I only say maybe move out because you got a lot of work to do that you still have to get done. Like you still have to improve your physique, so you're not going to get no 9s and 10s anytime soon, right? You're not making enough money, especially in Beverly Hills, for the girls to be, 9s and 10s to be thinking you some hot shot. So you still have to do a lot of work.
Yeah, I know.
So keep doing the personal training.
And it also depends on the age range, right? Like if I don't know how old he is. He looks like he's 20 or 19. If he's going for a 9 or a 10 that's 19, she's not going to expect him to be balling. But if he goes for a 9 or a 10 that's 30 or 26 or 27, 28, that woman is expecting more because she's older. She's more mature. So you got to understand this. A young woman that's 19 or 20, she's probably living at her parents' house too. So she doesn't really expect much out of you because she's like, okay, this guy's working. I trust that he's going to build something, as opposed to when you're in your 28, 29, 30, you're kind of expected to already have that stuff. It's not a matter of, this guy's going to work on it. No, you're already expected. It's like you're 30 years old. You're supposed to have it. That's their mindset on it.
Get into law school, all right? And then you can go from there.
Yeah, because I was gonna become like a pro boxer. I was working with like Floyd Mayweather's trainers for like almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
I've been boxing like a lot, and then.
So just go. You got to pick what you want to do, bro. You're gonna do boxing. You're gonna go to law school. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one.
Guys, like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think down below. All right, I'm out of here. Peace out.